Hello, hello, hello. Someone said no sound, so start it over. No sound actually makes sense. Oh, Max is Get your little tongue out of there. Are you gonna say hello to everybody? Long time no see. What did I say? Hey, Mama said no. Let's see, Mama. There you go. Okay. Wait for you guys to pop on. See if that helps. Moses. Careful. Of course you would want to do that. Why the fuck wouldn't you? Silly boy. A minute and a half and no one's on. Let me go to YouTube and see if I can hear me. I guess I'm trying. Hello? Hello? Okay. I do not like the background noise. I don't know if I put the mic any closer to me. I don't know how to get rid of that. I guess it's just the fish tanks. What are you gonna do? Nothing. I know there's a background muffler on this. I just don't know how to use it. All right. Anywho, weekend wedding. So you might want to be ready. Right before this stopped and someone told me no sound, I was told to get my notebook. So again, it was the other one I started writing in, and I want to actually stay on top of the right notebook so we can go back and maybe compare energies. Maybe I should start writing. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Maybe I should start dating. There's a message for me. Morning baby cakes. So this, what is it? June? July? This was definitely July 2025. Prince, something about Brown, Roger Nelson, past life, conjuring death, gypsy death, dark horror, tarot, the fifth time I went. Fifth time I went. I don't know. Prince. High working, high ranking, grandfather white, purity, freedom from impurities, Biggie Smalls, freedom. Prisoners of war. All right, so today is what, the 24th or something like that? 25th. Happy new moon. Yesterday was a new moon. Dear Lord, Courtney, where have you been? New moon in Leo. Happy birthday, Leos. Even though it was Lizzo, even though it was Leo season. This week or so. What? Okay. So today's the 25th, right? And I said dating. What was in the very beginning? I said it like 15th times. Yesterday, noon, Wednesday, 25th, Mayan day. Today, the 25th, Mayan day out if time. What do you mean Mayan day out? You're talking about, do you follow that calendar? You're confusing me. Hold on, my dad. I'm just gonna call him. I'm gonna mute this, but I said block. All right, I'm back. I just have to go upstairs and check on my mom real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna earlier just, oh, what happened? Someone must have called. Are you guys still on? Walgreens called me. All right, Max. Gotta get down. Hold on. I love you, though, baby. All of a sudden, you're gonna take over this chair. All right, can you guys hear me? Amy, was that a yes to me? I don't know. Jump out of the water like that. The fiddle sticks. Stop it. Yes, I get. Okay, awesome. Sorry about that. I had to do something upstairs for. I had to check on my mother. Hold on. I don't need that. Alrighty then. I don't know what that was all about. But in the beginning, what did I say? 7:45.
Weeks in, and I already can't imagine my life without the litter robot. We used to scoop every day.
They stay on top of the right notebook, so we can go back and maybe compare energies. Maybe I should start time I went. Print. Fifth time I went. I don't know. Prince. Oh, my pens were. I work in high ranking. Grandfather White. Purity. Freedom from impurities. Biggie Smalls. Freedom. Prisoners of war. All right, so today is what, the 24th or something like that? 25th? Happy new moon. Yesterday was a new moon. Dear Lord, Courtney, where have you been? New moon. I was with you guys on the new moon. Happy birthday, Leos. Even though it was Lizzo. Even though it's Leo season. Last week or so. What? Okay. So today's the 25th, right? And I said dating. What was in the very beginning? I said it like 18 times. Yesterday, noon, Wednesday, 25th, 9 day. Okay. I do not like the background noise. I don't know if I put the mic any closer to me and told me no sound. I was told to get my notebook. So again, it was the other one I started writing in. And I want to actually stay on top of the right notebook so we can go back and maybe compare energies. Maybe I should start dating. Writing. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Maybe I should start dating. There's a message for me. Morning baby cakes. So, what did I say before that? This, what is it? June? July? This was definitely July 2025. Prince, something about Brown, Roger Nelson, past life, conjuring death, gypsy death. When did I say it?
No sound.
Are you gonna say hello to me? Okay. I know it's relevant,
Wait
but
for you guys to come on.
I wouldn't be doing
See
this.
if that helps. Moses. Okay. What you want to do that? Why the fuck wouldn't you? Silly boy.
I wish somebody remembered.
A minute and a half and no one's on. Let me go to YouTube and see if I can hear me. I guess I'm chilling. Hello? Hello?
Why does that happen?
Okay. I do not like
Oh, that's when I went live
the
myself.
background noise. I don't know if I put the mic any closer to me. I don't know how to get rid of that. I guess it's just the fish tanks. What are you gonna do?
Sorry guys, whatever I said is
I
relevant.
know there's a background muffler on this. I just don't know how to use it. All right. Anywho, weekend ready. Weekend wedding ready.
Ready.
A wedding.
Wedding.
So you might want to be ready. I think right before this stopped and someone told me no sound. I was told to get my notebook.
Okay. So you know what that actually reminds me of? Is when you guys can let me turn it down a little. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the mic. Other side. Alright, maybe that's a little better for you. I just want to fix this a little better. No, I had you exactly where I wanted you. What are you doing? No. Okay. Alright. I'm not liking the ring fit on my left hand. Oh, the ring fit on the left hand, guys. I don't know. Engagement? I don't know what's going on here. Rings on left fingers, but I said something about sizing, right? Sizing. It's just something like this is comfortable, this one's not. So I don't know. That feels better. It was that one particular one that was too tight. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Pearls of life, but it's string of pearls. Pearls of life, string of pearls. Pearls of life. Pearls of life or string of pearls. That's usually a wedding anniversary thing, right? Or how does that work? With the string of pearls, is that an anniversary thing? When the term string of pearls, it's important to consider several meanings. Literal meaning, piece of jewelry, threaded. Figurative meaning, A series of collection of items, concepts, example of achievements, a string of cities, coastlines, botanical meaning, succulent plant species with round beads. Oh, those are some of my favorites. Pearl necklace, vulgar, sexual act. That's not what I'm getting. I know my mom worked her whole life to like complete her string of pearls or something. So, and my sister, she likes pearls too. And my mom would get her pearls. These are new stones. You know, they carry a lot of energy. Mia got them when she was away camping for me. I did HOLD, but you'd never know it. And then I dotted it. So it also looks like HDD. Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Is there an abbreviation HDD?
Here's some info.
Oh, I clicked out of it. Is there anything associated with HDD? A hard disk drive, data storage, magnetic storage. Mechanism, right? Read. Circuit boards that control. Breakdown of key things. I don't know. So it could be asking you to break things down. So I don't typically, this is the first time. I know I've done this in the last month or two, guys, in no particular order. You know, if you want to put it in order, go ahead. I'm just kind of like writing. HDD. Okay. There is something with HDD. Except I don't know if that's what it is. Or had. Well, that's good. I'm excited for you. Good luck. HDD, hard disk drive. Let me see where Spirit's going with this. I don't know if it has anything to do with this or not. It doesn't. Could be spiritual meaning of HDD, but I don't know what that would be either. Spiritual meaning of HDD. Doesn't have direct spiritual meaning, but some spiritual interpretations draw parallels between the function of a hard drive and the human heart. Spiritual interpretation. Some spiritual perspectives view the human heart as a kind of spiritual hard drive. The heart stores memories, emotions, beliefs, shaping one's spiritual life. So, Spirit's saying, yes. I'm hearing body of Christ. Suggests that treasures in heaven can be compared to storing data on a hard drive. An analogy, heavenly storage. Keep safe and secure. Preserves data. So there is something with the whole heart. That's a lousy heart. Spiritual, what was it? Hard drive? The heart stores memories, emotions, beliefs, and shaping one's spiritual life. Okay, so I've never heard of something like that. I know when it comes to emotions, beliefs, memories, it all comes from the brain. But the heart is emotional. It beats. It's alive. It hurts. So yes, obviously our emotions and everything is linked to the heart. So there's got to be either something like heartfelt going on here, or I don't think it's an energy. I'm asking spirit. It's not an energy that's coming towards us that isn't. Let me take a sip of water. So dry. It's not like someone coming towards us ill intent. Nothing like that. I mean, I'm getting confused because it's soul and a heart is two different things. Could be lighthearted information coming towards us. It could be something like going Six of Cups, going down memory lane. You know. Interesting. Let me see. I love my octopus. I love my octopus. I know a lot of people just want to hear the cards, and if that's the case, then so be it. But I'd much rather. I'm being told the last couple times, this is what matters. These are things that need to be put together. So technically, I wouldn't even need cards. I could just break that down. Oh, something did fall. We have justice. We have strength. Two major arcanas. Fight for justice and equality. Ruling made in your favor. Don't give up. Strength. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Please forgive me. It's not just So I think the one before this, that reading, it was all about forgiveness. Let's get one more. I feel like these should be just major arcanas. And don't mind my nails, guys. I've been planting. We have the Queen of Great Gabriel. Passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. And the Three of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. So, justice, strength, Queen of Wands, Three of Hearts, Three of Swords. I haven't said Three of Hearts in a while. So this is something, this has to be something heartfelt. But it's giving me anxiety. Sorry, I don't know why my writing is upright and not at an angle today. I pulled the stone. So this is definitely a feeling. I can't fight this feeling anymore. It just could be exhaustion. I don't know if this is somebody who tell me about justice, please. Tell me about justice, please. Koala. Instantly I saw a koala bear, if anybody wants to look that up. Nine of Cups. Tell me about strength. Queen of Michael, which is the Queen of Swords. You got Queen of Gabriel, the whale, the wheel. Look at 3 of Michael. I mean 4 of Michael. 3. Oh dear Lord, 4 of Ariel. Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. Please forgive me. Okay. This could be somebody you had a long time friendship with. And then the King of Michael. But that could be somebody who's like sharp. 9 of Gabriel. That's like confidence. It's a strange reading. I don't know why it's having me read like that. Stay determined, move forward, be prepared for any type of possibility, involvement, activism. Wisdom, objective thinking are important now. Stay in your integrity. The situation calls for honest and open communication. You needed to go through the current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies, so be careful. I'm also getting that something can be turned around in the sense of somebody wouldn't see that energy coming. Guys, we're going through 5 Mercury, we're going through 5 retrogrades right now, and to boost it off, we have very strong Pluto and Neptune. I was going to say Mercury, but Pluto and Neptune. I don't know why Neptune came in. Actually, I want to hold these. Hold you tight in the still of the night. Still of the night? I don't know. Still of the night. I held you tight. Alright, I'm not getting. Let me grab a water because I don't feel anything. And I don't know if it's like, how could you be so heartless? I just want to feel. Which I know I have jewelry on, but that shouldn't block. I got block up here. That shouldn't block my energy. It could be like block as in like block or nope, or block for your own sanity. But I don't, guys, this is weekend energy, so I don't know if something pops in. It could be there's definitely women here, right? So, like Jess, I told her days before it hit. Angela, same thing on Facebook. People wondering why their lives are falling apart. I tell them, go look at the freaking transits. Some people might think I'm crazy. Other people's hit me up in my DMs and is like, holy shit, I feel like you just saved my sanity. So that might be a message for you to go, look up how transits can make you feel, but don't brush it off. I thought that was a stingray. But don't brush it off. It could be a dragonfly. I've been seeing this black and white dragonfly. It's white with black wings. White, black wings. I saw it for 2 days really quick. And I haven't looked that up yet. So, and then I did see a green random one the next day. That's more of a message for me, but it might be a message for you as well. I don't ever come across the big white ones with black. I don't think it's a moth, but it's a dragonfly. So I don't think it's a common dragonfly. Oh, see, now I gotta look it up. So it's definitely some type of meaning behind it. Spiritual meaning of a white dragonfly with black wings. Transformation, adaptability. So messages from the past represents sending a journey from the past life to a new enlightened one. So it really is the same as all the other dragonflies, but this one, good luck, could even be healing, symbolic. The black and white combination is a journey towards enlightenment, balancing the light and the shadow. I think I heard something the other day by somebody with turning into darkness. And don't even a good being turning into darkness. That's not a bad thing. It's like maybe you chose unconsciously or, I'm not sure. But with these transits that we've been having, I could see that happening. Let me ask Spirit because I don't remember asking. All right, I just heard it wasn't true. Okay. I was going to say good because I wouldn't really be able to pick up on it here because I haven't been paying attention to energies like that. So I don't know. So again, this is so obvious, but it's not. I'm here and look at the depiction. This could be a wish you already made or make a wish, something here. We're dealing with spiritual karma, drama, dharma. I will tell you, someone doesn't like you in the Queen of Swords energy probably, and then you got the Queen of Wands over here where it's disappointed. When you give up, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. When you give, you receive. So maybe there's a masculine here not giving, but there's a spiritual being holding you up. It's you're never alone type thing, but I mean, we are alone, but we're not alone. She looks like she's from the I was going to say Gypsy Empire, but that's not a thing. These are not giving off energy right now. You can do anything right now if you go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. I mean, it's definitely Egyptians, but that's doesn't even look like a fucking Sphinx. I don't think it's Arabian Nights. I don't know. What do you think that is in the back? Whatever would you think that would be? I feel like it's... I'm hearing 1800s, but I know it's way before that. So your last life could have been in 1800s. Guys, I don't know. It's a regular cat. I don't think it's Arabic because her face isn't covered, but it definitely gives me like an Arabic Egyptian vibe. It's giving me like Roman. I'm hearing Roman numerals. I'm assuming Roman Empire. Here we go. Past life. Didn't something just come out in regards to past life too? Oh, the white and black dragonfly. I'm telling you guys, every time I've been reading for a good month now, definitely within the last 6 weeks, past life has been a big thing here. And I don't know why I can't feel the energies. I'm hearing mother of pearl. Mother of pearl. So like back to pearls. I do have a pearl ring. I'm ready to take all my rings off and wear that. What is the meaning of mother of pearls? It's just like the main pearl, right? A symbol of wealth, status, and power due to its rarity and stunning surface. The material's iridescent surface, the layers, have been long associated with luxury. I forgot about that. I did just buy a mother of pearl. And you know what? I think this is mother of pearl. I think what I'm wearing is mother of pearl. To be honest with you. Mother of pearl. So spiritually symbolize purity, protection, healing, and emotional balance. It's also believed to enhance your intuition, wisdom, and inner peace. Protection. All right, so real quick. And I'm not big on pearls. My mother gave me this. My mom really likes pearls. Well, I don't know where it's gonna fit. I haven't worn this in so long. It's so little. No, oh my goodness. It's not even gonna fit on one of the. I don't have a finger that fits it anymore. We did talk about rings. Here we go with the rings again. This is a mother of pearl. That is my mother's class ring. That's the moonstone. This is opal mixed with something. I'll wear the dragonfly ring. I am getting pulled to my turquoise. So, jewelry must be a thing, but see, be careful because with all my jewelry on, I wasn't feeling these stones and they were powerful the other day. I can feel them now. And it's a strong energy going right down here too. Yeah, see, okay, what type of message is this? I'm sorry if this is boring to you guys. I just heard don't be sorry. But see, rings of protection too. Yeah, see, now these are like wicked strong. Okay. So maybe you have on too many rings if you're a woman. Even a man can wear rings. There is something being blocked right here, and it's a frequency. I believe all jewelry carries energy, but my bracelets that are everything do the most for me when it comes to like anxiety or anything really. It's just protecting myself, because majority of the time it's not even my anxiety that I'm picking up. I typically wear the rings and feel the power behind the rings too, but this might be a little confusing for you because I'm a little confused by this myself. Limit your jewelry and only wear certain jewelry, maybe something you haven't worn in a while, something that needs to be activated. I don't like, what the fuck? And you know what? I can't even wear these two because I wear the pearls here. Those pearls used to fit on my middle finger. So I got lightheaded. I just took the pearls off. See, they don't even want the pearls on. What the fuck? Maybe it'd be more beneficial as a bracelet or a necklace. I can feel the weight of the... Let me throw a couple of these cards. You think I'd already have a story for you. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded. There's definitely ascension here as well, but not... This deck is so big. Hi, I forgot to text you this morning. I'm sorry. I'm on YouTube, so I'll text you when I'm off. Love you. Lightheaded. I gotta ground myself. Where's my quartz? I'm actually getting like, remember one of these was like angel wings or something? I don't know if somebody thinks they can mess with my crystals in the sense of sending some type of energy down. Yeah, see, this could be a woman that doesn't like you too. Or past karma is going to be caught up, catch up to somebody. I don't know if somebody thinks they're all happy-go-lucky right now, but they're fucking miserable. I don't know why there's this, I'm hearing wrench. Like, she always got to put a wrench in things. So I don't know if that's like a family member, a fucking child, a friend. I'm not positive. I mean, I don't even know exactly what stone this is. Ooh, I'm getting lightheaded again. I'm going to, where's my crystal app? Hold on, I'm going to take a picture of it. What do you mean? Oh, I only had 7 days free. 39, 34 a year. That's weird. I could have sworn I already paid for that. What? Is it letting me do it? It is a smoky quartz. And I almost grabbed my brown smoky quartz because I absolutely love it. But balance, overall well-being, excellent stone for grounding. Okay, and I just said I gotta ground myself. Also has reputation to detoxify the body, protecting the radiation from negative energy. It's believed to support the root chakra and can be used as a piece of jewelry or decoration, home and office. I do love smoky quartz. I do love working with smoky quartz. It has been a long time since I've worked with smoky quartz, but this one's one of my favorites for my smoky quartz. So let's see if I can get this reading because this is insane. This is the one I wasn't sure. Let me try to do it real quick. Did you get your result? Yes, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Smoky, tiger's iron, crackle, okay. Oh, that's my history. That says smoky. That looks like the same one. No, it's not. For some reason, this is relevant, okay? So this is grounding as well. I don't typically go for my smoky quartz to ground. I forgot how powerful it could be that way too. Ooh, this one's already making my fingers activate. I think this is the milky. Yeah, see, this could be it says smoky quartz, but it's not. It could be a smoky topaz, Colorado diamond, smoky citrine. I don't have to pay. We already went through this. I could have sworn I'd already paid anyway. No, not continue. I'm not paying for it. I fucking already have it. I think this is like the angel something. I can't even say that type of quartz. So some people look at it as the angel hairstone, Venus hairstone, but it's regular, whatever that is. Usually find it in Brazil. So I don't think this one is what I'm going to use right now, though. All right, I'm going to go with the smoky. Oh, lightheaded again. Definitely an ascension going on here. I'd love to get into the cards, but it's like message after message after message. I do have the Witch's Brew going. I will show you the notebook. I also got my tiger's eye in there too. We can fly twice as high. It's in a book. Take a look. Reading rainbow. I do feel like someone's trying to take your strength, but you have that strength, and somebody's over here like do. But you also have Saturn here, major Saturn here. End of delays, a change in direction. So right now you could be Queen of Hearts type energy towards, Queen of Souls. Oh my goodness, Queen of Swords, Queen of Souls, huh? I used to say Queen of Cups, but I feel like it wants me to say Queen of Souls. Huh. And I do Three of Hearts. So there is something here with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, more probably Cancer energy, Queen of Cups, 4th house. That keeps playing out. This Cancer transit ever since 2024 have been kicking my fucking ass. I knew this year was going to be a rough year anyway. Cancers are in that category of, kind of a rough year. But a beautiful year if you figure out what, like, certain directions and all that. It's not a bad thing. It's just every year in regards to astrology and transits. I can actually see somebody here. It's rectangle. No, it's triangle. I'm seeing like a pyramid. That was coming through big, but it's a triangle, like a trine. So once again, like connecting. God, we just went through this. I don't remember what it ended up being. So you have the triangle, and I'm getting like star, star, star. You might want to draw your own image, because I feel like if you shut your eyes and you're in the sky, the night sky, that I don't know of any constellations that are an exact triangle. Is there any constellations that form a triangle? with stars at each corner. The summer triangle. There's several prominent triangular night sky can be identified. Two known for the summer triangle and the winter triangle. Didn't something come out earlier in regards to summer? So the harp, the swan, Vega and Lyra is the harp. You got the eagle. It's best viewed during the summer months in the northern hemisphere, rising from the nightfall from passing overhead at midnight. It's a useful guide locating the Milky Way, which lies between Vega and Alta, situated in the middle of a band of stars. So Deneb, whatever that is. So it's actually like that, I think. You got Cyrus. It's the winter triangle. Which triangle are they talking about? Okay, so this might ground you because we were talking about now we have the summer triangle. You can do your own research there. I know that's relevant. I just want to get out of these cards. Guys, see, when I say sometimes I don't need cards, I don't need cards. It's like they're not relevant. When it comes to channeling, Spirit's like, all right, if you're not going to let this shit go, you're still going to channel. And I've considered doing each zodiac too on my other channel, Prophecies of Monday Citrus, and just channeling. This purple and blue is relevant right now. Yeah, see, I can try to stare. I mean, I guess I can't stare. Like, I'm kind of lightheaded. It's not letting me stare. What did I say? Purple and blue. And I almost... Purple and blue. I'm sorry, my writing is so off, guys. I'm writing like straight up, and I usually write at an angle. Purple and blue. And I did get pulled to 5 dice earlier because the number 5 was there. So we'll do 5 dice real quick on this energy. And we have 2 6s, 2 1s, and a 2. I think when I do this, I'm going to ask Spirit. I don't know if I want to break it down, how they want me to break it down. It could be numerology. It could be the doubles like 6611 or 1616. Things like that could be a big message. 1616. I did notice a time yesterday. One day it was like all timed. 32, 32, 27, 27. Is that the day in July where I said to you guys I saw it like 16 times I've actually been screenshotting them to go back and look, and I keep forgetting. So let's see the last time I screenshotted something with a date. Longer than I thought. I was seeing all the 3s, and then we went to the 4s. There's my little baby that got 8. Fucking wicked bums. Okay, so it almost hasn't really happened. I could have sworn I was screenshotting them. Loving the new hat. This is a past life thing too. So I guess all the ones I was talking about, I'm not going to go much further up, but that candle's flickering in an odd way. Well, I know they didn't get deleted. And I'm not going to continue to do that because it's going to give me a fucking headache. So let me finish. I got sidetracked. Let me ask Spirit how they want me to break this down. All right, so we can look for angel numbers too, but you could also be looking at that something happened on the 12th of July or July 2nd, June 6th, 6/6. Those were coming in. Oh, we got the Lionsgate coming up. I got to work on that. You could be seeing 112. You could be seeing 12s or 26. I want to say that's, well, it'd probably just be maybe one. Okay, so 26/6. I mean, you can see things like that. 112. I always typically see 1, 2, 3, 4. But 12, 14, 15, 16, that's a 7. So that's a very spiritual, symbolic number. I'm really gonna try to just focus on the cards for a second for you. I remember I chose the brown book, and I was like, oh, I'm not big on browns. So it's almost like for the last 4 weeks, it's definitely not the same energy, but it's definitely, and I put the 7 on the strength. I do think you're going to have a really good outcome with something here. It could be coming up, though. It could be in like 10 days or the 18th. I mean, we could be going into August here, but this is weekend energy. But this is something that can start here and play out more in August, or, somebody comes back, they want forgiveness. Somebody felt like they could have missed an opportunity. I do feel like when I am reading the cards, I do think both of these women are you in regards to transformation, but in regards to like, I'm hearing like my witch's brew candle. I don't know, like somebody thinks they're a witch, a warlock, a fucking devil. I don't know who they think they are, but they're not. They're nothing. I mean, at a majority of all these cards, look at the wings. You have 1, 2, 3. There's wings in that one. 4, 5, 6. There's wings in that one with a dove. There's something here with wings. Angel wings. Oh, remember my stone? They call it angel wing or hair winged. Yeah, see, if you have that stone, great. But majority of people have smoky quartz. You should have that around and look at it as a positive thing. Not everybody looks at smoky quartz as a positive thing, but I'm telling you, I forgot how much I used to work with it, and I actually forgot how much I loved working with smoky quartz, believe it or not. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure. Whatever comes my way. So this energy does go out into August. Jesus. Jump in. Jump on it. Jump in. Jump on it. But I also feel like somebody did like an injustice thing. Like, could just be the way somebody feels. They didn't treat you right. Somebody's really in this energy. They're really upset. I don't know if you're upset anymore. This could be something karmic too, though. Remember, I have a friend and another friend came back and apologized. You know, people hadn't talked to her in like over 6 months. That's one of those things where it's like, never talk to you again, yada, yada. But you pick up the phone. You know, and it's nothing but apologies. And granted, even if someone is forgiven in that situation, it could still take a long time before somebody's even going to want to meet up with somebody. And that was with a friendship thing. It wasn't like a lover situation. I'm hearing coworkers. There's something about coworkers. So coworkers could be having an affair. There's something with a hospital here. I believe wanted to come out. I wasn't ready to clarify, but we have aligned, asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust there is much more to be learned here. Pushing against what will only make things harder. Align, surrender, and trust. You got step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain a perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from the distance and get the proper perspective that's needed. You got believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time that idea that lived inside your heart, Queen of Souls, to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it into life, and you would do exactly that. So I'm getting the Queen of Souls as not as the Queen of Cups anymore. I'm getting the Queen of Souls as a fifth queen. Tell me about this Queen of Gabriel. My witch's brew is actually going to go out. It's actually not melting. Unless I pour some wax. That looks kind of cool. So you could have the ability to work with candle magic. I think for some of you that's definitely a sign. Tell me about the Queen of Gabriel, please. Queen of Wands. You can do anything right now. Go after whatever it is you want. The ability to attract. And you're good, helpful people. Passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. Lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life always doesn't need to be so serious. Yes, there's hard things happening. It's not always easy here on Earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, have fun. It's important. Bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision when it comes to putting off what it is you're fearing, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision. And you will feel so much lighter when you do. So I'm not sure what's going on here for everybody. This could be cutting somebody out of your life. This could be bringing somebody into your life. Whatever it is, it's clearly an individual read here. You know, you could feel like a hard ass, so there's a hard ass energy here. I think both of these, and prosperity, both of these, not depictions, both of these women, but that's not what I'm trying to say, the queens, both of these propensities are beautiful. It is, to me, it's not saying that you're not happy. It's just, it's definitely saying it's almost like a major release, and maybe like not conscious of it exactly. I do feel like there's a guy here though. Like when you receive, when you give, you receive. But I feel like it's kind of like stubborn. You could have a mother, a grandmother, a very strong feminine energy watching over you, even a masculine. But I feel like I'm hearing like earth angel, would you be mine? Like there could have been some type of like walk-in or some type of encounter. You know, you met an energy, it shifted your energy. Let me see what the animal cards, because like I said, the cards are relevant, but they're not as relevant as you think. Like if you want to go ahead and read the cards your way, I could see what a lot of people, how they would read them, but that's not even close to what they're saying. So to me, something is just intentionally off, maybe to trick the collective in the sense of somebody would be like, oh, I'd read the cards this way. Guys, you must have haters, or haters are coming and telling you that. I mean, this message keeps coming out, but it's like, who cares? Like, too bad, so sad. Like, boo-hoo. Seriously. I do feel like if there's an energy holding back love too. I mean, it could be you, because I did hear like, how could you be so heartless? I mean, this is somebody coming in to apologize, and they might be hoping that you're more in the Queen of Wands than the Queen of Swords. And if that's the case, you do take your life seriously. So it would make sense that you'd be working with two energies. It's like one or the other, but no, stop going into places where you know you're going to get stuck. It's like energies are one and the other. So you could act cold, and then you could act feisty. I don't see Five of Wands. So oh, that's the past life deck. I'm not busting that out, but I will bust out this deck. Memories. Someone could have fallen in love with you. It's just like going down memory lane. It can be like a past life thing. I'm hearing like be open. Sugar snaps. Sugar smacks. Sugar. It's a frog. And it's a cereal. So again, here we go with frogs. That's prosperity, all that. Good luck, fortune. Of course, I had to look it up when I rescued the lovebirds. Tell me about the Queen of Swords right this second. You have the Hangman. So there is a different perspective that could be needed right now. And then you got the Hierophant. But I said the wheel when the Hierophant came out. I think there's like a topsy-turvy like relationship here, or because I don't look at the Hierophant as just I mean, it barely comes in as a marriage or a relationship. It's usually, I'm hearing a diplomatic. And I don't see a lesson here. This is just like your life can change. Somebody's holding back. Meantime, I think you're just like A-okay. You don't even have like certain thoughts on your mind. Like you already been there. You blocked them out. You know, so it could be one of those things where here's somebody out here. It might be more important than you know. And it could be a lesson for some. But I'm not really getting it as like a bad thing. Eight of Swords. I don't think that's you or your energy though. And the Devil, yeah. See, this is like entrapment. This is somebody who is trapped in this pain. It's like tempting. I don't know what's driving this energy in though, but they're hurting in the sense of like they're trapped in this pain. They're trapped for hurting you. See, this is somebody that might be their lesson until they go after something instead of being like, oh, I missed an opportunity, this and that. Like an opportunity is always there. It doesn't mean it will go in your favor. But if this is the case and somebody else is feeling like this, it's kind of ideal timing, you know, but it might not follow through. Someone might not follow through this weekend because it's like intentionally holding back. But I feel like this could be also somebody that has to tell you something that could also bring some type of disappointment. But it could also change your path for a very long time too. But like to me, like this is ironically a good thing. This is Four of Pentacles representing Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords. Yeah, I got my mind set on you. It's like not doing anything, like holding back, not doing anything. Ace of Cups. Someone's got some strong feelings for you. They could have, you know, fell in love with you. They're trying so hard, you know, to not give in, you know, but like who cares? I mean, this energy is this. I don't like reading this energy anymore. So like if you're a newbie or you're popping on or you're reading this and you're like, oh, why did you do that? I care. No, you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care. You want to know why? Because this person is not in your life. Okay. If and when this is your reading and it comes your way, then so be it. But this is something that could have already happened, already hurt. It still stings. And this is something you're like, no way, Jose. Yeah, see, the Seven of Pentacles popped out. So this is more like investing in yourself. Like I wouldn't waste any time here until this energy is here, because this is telling me the energy is not here. And if it is, it could get better. Or it's some type of insight for next week type energy, some type of vibe. God, they're so fucking big. Let me just work with half a deck at a time. I'll get 2 cards out of this one. And then, whoa. Armadillo, alligator. So, might have something to do with A's. I was going to clarify in a certain way, but I guess I'm not. I'm just going to pull. You have the Weasel, Seven of Swords. Ooh, White Peacock. I love when she comes out, or any peacock comes out. Such prosperity. It's such... It's a blessing. So you have an armadillo here trying to mark territory. Caution, interpretable, defense. Impenetrable, defense. Caution. And then you got the Page of Cups, surprising insights, artistry, coming from the air. Weasel, Seven of Swords, the Devil is in the details. Secrecy, mask. White Peacock, Nine of Pentacles, Heaven on Earth, independent, expansive thinking. Again, this could be talking about the same energy that wants your forgiveness. I'm hearing no. This is whatever that Seven of Swords was. It's just that other energy of a hater. I don't know if they're attempting to stop something here. They can't. So there is an outsider, I'm actually just heard sister, cousin, friend trying to stop somebody from going towards you. But you're all light. And the devil could be scary too. And this could just be somebody that has a lot of feelings for you and they just won't open up. And they're holding back, and they're still currently holding back. But with the wheel being here, I think somebody is going to attempt to come in. Somebody might explain why they've been holding back, or... So there's not so good energy here. You don't got to worry about the Google magic. We call that fake magic, Google magic. They can definitely give you the spells in certain orders, guys. I'm not saying that, but you do have an energy here that thinks they're stronger than you, darker than you. And even if you're light, the dark protects you more than they're dark. Like, this is like, say somebody got a reading on you, or they paid to have somebody put a spell on you. Like, it is something like that going on here, unfortunately. Hi, Moses. Let me give him some water. But if that's the case, guys, I'm getting more of, let me just get this out here for Moses. I'm getting more of, sorry, what was I just talking about? The Google magic. Someone thinks they're darker than you, but your darker is darker than them. And yeah, somebody could be paying for readings or paying for like a spell. If anybody is doing that, and there's a dark, the witches that can perform them and don't care, they're going to get their karma too. Like, everybody's going to get karma. Like, I'm telling you, there's something fucked up here. It could be like 4 people in a row. Sisters plotting, doing something. They're going to get it big time. It's like one sister doesn't even want to be involved here. It could be cousins. Will do. I'll be off YouTube shortly. Collarbone. Somebody might break a collarbone. I'm getting that whole fall from a window thing, a car accident. Yeah, there's something very karmic that's about to happen to people. But if it's like a bad spell or like a hatred spell or any type of ill spell towards anybody, the person doing the spell could even like die, have a heart attack, like it. But then all those contracts that she or he holds, you know, get set free. I don't know what that's about. But there's going to be a lot of people that, I don't know, somebody thinks they were good with blocking your energy or something, guys. It's just gross. What a waste of time to spend time on somebody else like that. So it's just, what a waste of life. My head can't even fathom energy like that anymore. Like, it's just, I'm like speechless in the sense of like, I don't even really know what to say. Like, there's people out there that constantly just think about other people in the sense of like, not like the best energy and wishing them ill. And I can't even comprehend. It's one thing to sit around and miss somebody and being scared and this and that and coming forward. I'm talking about like a straight up, you know, douche canoe, fucking putana. I don't usually say that word. You know, so weasel. But like the weasel can't compete with a fucking white I almost said contour. White peacock. And then you got the alligator too. Like somebody thinks over here, you know, marking territory, this could be what law, you know, and it's like this energy needs to watch out, but they're not going to watch out because they think they're just like do while there's another energy over here do, but you're aware of it. But it's like, here I am, you know. As again, guys, I can't fathom when people have nothing better to do than to shit talk other people or try to make other people feel worse. Like, I just don't understand how a human can have that type of mentality. Like, I don't have any words for it because my soul tells me, like, it's just, it leaves me speechless. It's like a lost soul. Like, it's not, you know, there's people that have done horrible things for me. I don't fucking think about them like ever. Unless I'm meant to, and it's that energy and that comes in, right? But this is not what this is saying. Like, this is already something that has occurred that's coming in. It could finalize in January. It could finalize in October. But this could have already been final. I'm hearing new moon. So on the 24th, which is a 6, I was mentioning 6s. She's a 7th in numerology. So if that's the 24th, if you add a 10, it'd bring you to July 31st. It's like add another 4. This is something happening now, different situations, but some of it's going to play out in the first couple weeks of August. Because I'm getting like this. Let's go to this 9 of Cups, right? Like, I'm feeling like something's going to go in your favor, but this is somebody who really thinks like something's going in their favor, almost cocky. Martin, fortunate tidings, karamatory, I can't say that, in a crown chakra. Fortunate tidings, calamity. You know what I'm trying to say, calamity. So this is energy that probably, attempted to penetrate and do something. But see what I'm saying? Like, you still have good fortune here. And like, this is still you. Like, you're still the Page of Cups. Like, you're still a Gator in the sense of strength, which I think is like beautiful. So it's like you have a lion protecting you. And again, it's August, could be August 11th, something about August 11th. You know, you might need to have that type of energy to release something. But I love the Queen of Swords. She's brilliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. You benefit from any experience. The past, it's time for your career rather than past relationships. That could be what you're thinking right now. But I will tell you, if it does come in a relationship, it's not a bad thing, because when you get to a point in life when you can balance work and a relationship, that's where exactly you want to be, if there's somebody that's meant to be in your life, right? It is, one thing might have to come first because of your own weakness, but I don't see that happening. I feel like the energy is here, boom, psh, like thrush. I'm getting like a thrush, but like not like thrush on the tongue, like almost like a thrush, like sexual, but it's not sexual, like a push. I don't know what there's something sexual here, clearly. Tell me about the alligator, please. Oh, no. Tell me about the Queen. So your crown chakra is on fire too. Like, you're not stupid. Like, somebody dreamt, or somebody tried to put a curse on you with the 9 of Cups, but it's like your dreams are coming into reality anyway. It's a joyful time in life. So something's going to go in your favor. And I don't think it has to do with the relationship. I think it could, but in the sense of really finding like a balance and making it work, authenticity, honesty, loyalty. But it'd be, I'm not gonna lie, it'd probably be very hard to get that back if it is somebody from the past. But like, you still have to be sharp, like you still have to be on your toes this weekend, heading into, again, it could be August 10th. It could have been something that happened July 10th, 1468, 1946. I'm getting pulled to the dates again, so it's definitely a past life here. Tell me about this Queen of Swords, please. And you got a sugar glider. Cleverness, adventure, leap of faith. Yeah, so this is looking really good. So if it is in career, do it. If it's in love, you might want to do it. I had sugar gliders. You guys remember when I had my sugar gliders? Do you remember? Damn. They stink. They mark the territory just like the armadillo. No matter how many times you clean their enclosure, it's just that smell. It's like when you have a ferret in the house, kind of the same thing, you know? It's just that constant, no matter what you do or how clean. And actually, when you clean their cage, they secrete. Is that what a secretion? Yeah, like they rub their ass and shit all over it to get their smell back. So it's pretty fucking, it's a lot. I usually try to clean the cage when they weren't in it. So maybe you felt like something was like in a cage. Remember there was an energy here of the eight of swords and something else, and it was like torture. But your heart is definitely in the right place here with something. Again, a lot of you could be work. I got pulled to throw on the sugar gliders. I don't know if I want to break down 3 or 5. Let me ask Spirit. 3 to the left, 5 to the right. 3 to the left, 5 to the right. I feel like it's both, but I'm going to go 3. I feel like I didn't take out the right 2. Let's put that one over there and that one over there. And we got 10, 15, 21. Oh, I was supposed to take out 2 of them. I could have sworn I took out 2 of them. That must have been the other one, the 6. 15, and here we go, another 6. But that's a nurturing energy. It's responsible. It's kind, stable, devoted, generous, intuitive. You know, if it's negative, intolerant, disconnected, dictatorial, jealous, dogmatic. I have my numbers up here. But to me, it's nurturing, it's responsible. So look at, so this Queen of Swords is still very nurturing, but she's like no joke. Let's continue. Tell me about the wheel. The Dolphin, the Knight of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups. Someone's coming towards you. Or you're just going to put your heart and soul into something. It's joy, true romance. But it could also be a trickster. And it's also right next to the Weasel. You got the Magician at the bottom of the deck, which is the World. So it's beautiful beginnings, sacred contracts, and indefinite possibilities. I don't feel like somebody could be fucking with your love life. Like somebody is purposely interfering here. That could have been where the drama came from when I was talking about Dharma and the laws of karmic. Just the laws of karma. I think somebody's trying to fuck with your love life. A sister, a cousin. Something is interfering. It's funny I say sisters, because if I look back at some reads, at some people, and I'm like, because sometimes I got to take my past to kind of figure out what this is saying for you guys. But it's not like the vibe I'm getting, but if it has me, it's having me think of multiple people, and they all have sisters. So again, it's just got to be something with the family. And it doesn't have to be blood. But there's going to be a lot of jealousy here is what I'm being told. Something could have happened on July 19th or August 19th. I don't think we're going that far out into August, but we definitely have August here. And there's not too many of my weekend reads where that happens. And I actually have been doing weekend reads for a while now. Anyway, I will get back to it. I'll do a weekend read and I'll do a weekly read and then an extended weekly on members. Those are going to start this Wednesday, coming up next Wednesday. My intention was this Wednesday, but Spirit's pulling me to the armadillo and the alligator scales, marking territory, coming up for air, scales. Spiritual meaning of scales, positive and negative. Positive, balance, harmony. Scales symbolize pursuit, equilibrium, harmony in life, relationship, self. Opposing forces, light, dark, positive, negative, different viewpoints. And you did have the Hangman come out on the Queen of Wands up there. Fairness, righteousness, integrity. Negative, judgment, accountability. People found wanting, fear of judgment, especially the prospect of being judged, especially when actions don't align with a sense of righteousness, can be a source of anxiety or fear of the scales. Heavenly towards, and I'm getting the scales associated with the scales of like an alligator. I'm going to write animal in there because I don't know if it's talking about the other one. Protection, potential growth. No, it's protection, potential for growth, as well as negative, the rigidity, or it feels like a burden, resilience, strength, spiritual guidance, spiritual discernment, burdens, restrictions, lack of flexibility, changing. So we already know there's a big change here because it's the wheel. But I do feel it like in a good way. I mean, again, the dolphin can be interpreted different ways. Tell me the main objective of this dolphin, please. The main source of this dolphin energy. Got the snail, the beaver, 7 of cups. You got the snail. Pacing, steadiness, coiled energy. You got the fox, passion, leadership, the blue-footed booby, 2 of swords, indecision, information overload, octopus. I love octopus. King of cups, calm, clarity, control over their emotions, self-compassion. Yeah, this is somebody who's been fighting something for a while now that wants to kind of come your way. Maybe this energy's been indecisive. It's hard because I also feel like this energy is judging themselves or taking other people's opinions into consideration when it should be left between XYZ, a family member. I mean, there's got to be something in regards to family. Let's see if I can get anything on the family. Let's just see if I can get anything on the interference. I feel like it's more like family. Could it be work? Maybe. I don't think so. I think if this work, it's spiritual, for my spirituals in regards to work. Divine timing. What was I reading? Family, please. Family. So whatever this is, like I said, is meant to go down. Somebody might attempt to hold off. I don't know what happens then. Unawakened, return, yeah, pride, ego. So there was a pause, fresh thought wanted to pop. Any insight with this return, please? Any advice? Dark night of the soul. Jesus. Someone's going through the fucking ringer. Stock healing. So there's family, okay? This is somebody has to experience this pain, this anguish, whatever's going on. Like I said, I think I said that earlier with the 8 of Swords here is like entrapment. Like they have to feel this because whatever they did is wrong. It was heartless. Letting other people's opinions matter. Somebody definitely thought the grass was greener for some reason. Shocking change, transformation, liberation. See? Someone just steps. Maybe this is somebody stepping out of somebody's spell, guys. There was some type of spell. I don't know. It would only work if it's self-talk. Manifesting your own shit. Your own pile of shit. Manifesting, sinking sand. Because somebody else's spell is not going to work like this unless somebody's playing with like voodoo, little things like that. But it's they're only going to let this person poke you so many times. I'm telling you, like, karma's coming in big. Like, I think a lot of the bad people are getting karma, like the people who've done bad things. Some have a chance for second chances. We have judgment. It can be very positive with this change of life, especially during this transit. because it is very positive, but it's no time to let anybody, you know, piss on your shit, which is pulling me to my mailbox. I watched 3 people let their fucking adults on a leash, dogs on a leash, let them piss on the mailbox. And I was telling my dad, I'm going to put a fucking sign out there. And he's like, well, it's iron. It's fine. No, it's not fine. I want to write, like, I watched 3 grown-ass adults let their dog piss on my mailbox in the last 24 hours. You know, like, stop pissing on the fucking mailbox, but in a nice way. Like, I have a boy dog too. I know they piss on shit, but when Loki pisses, I pull him. I don't let him piss on people's fucking property. And I certainly don't let the dog stop, piss, and then kick up the fucking dirt with its foot. Like, have a little more respect for your fucking neighbors. So somebody has lack of respect here. It could be a neighbor. I think something did come out with neighbor earlier too. You might have confrontation with a neighbor or somebody, especially with the tower and me bringing up the story of the piss. But I'm hearing like ironclad, you know, so it's somebody attempted to touch us but couldn't touch us. So whoever's poking is about to get plucked. I almost see like all these little feathers like getting plucked. Hopefully not on my blue, on this endangered species, but just saying, like, slowly but surely, it looks like a lot of the people, premonitions, people who were trying to stop prophets, stop people's, like, because I'm getting, here's that snake. But, like, here you are, the sheep, innocence, gentle, appreciation for life. You get what I'm saying? In blue. I said blue and purple are very relevant in this reading. Here's the blue. So it's almost like blue, negative side of blue. You got the blue with the dolphin, but I'm not seeing the blue there. It was more the blue up here with the ace of, the 3 of cups, the 3 of swords. Let me just get to the 4 of Ariel. 4 of Ariel, please. It's like when you give, you receive, you know, but this is like choosing to hold back, opossum, strategy, fact-finding, curiosity. See, someone's still having a tower, a control struggle here. One more, please, for this 4 of Pentacles and opossum. Like somebody had this strategy to ruin something. It might backfire and ruin their relationship if they have 1, 2 of Wands, a balancing act, taking the first step. Yeah, no, someone sincere is going to come in and come right towards the Empress here. This is also saying whoever could have been blocking you or doing spells or anything that just your mind can't even fucking fathom. If you're as open-minded as I am and aware as I am, like, it's one of those things that you just can't fathom. It's just an energy that's just not relevant in your life, and it's not meant to be dwelled on. Others, and for those, karma's hitting them, and especially if they're linked to, I'm hearing a sister. I'm linked to the 7 sisters, so there's something with sisters here. But it's not huge, like it's not, I don't know, a little sister cult, sister wives. Aren't they like sister wives? Aren't they like all married to the same guy or something? That just tells me is that individual man that wants that life, I don't know. They don't have respect for women, if you ask me. They might cherish women. They think they cherish women where they feel they need women. But, like, to me, that's somebody who doesn't respect a woman's body. And I'm sure it could happen in a way, like maybe swingers more, like, you know, I don't know. People have fantasies. Somebody brought that up the other day to a friend, and it's like, we all have fantasies like that. But the reality is just, you know, I don't know. Maybe somebody slept with 2 sisters at the same time. That's not the first time this has come in. You know, there's just something funky going on here. But when I'm looking at sisters in 3 different categories, components, the people that they're having me look back on, They all have sisters. But if nobody has sisters here, it's still some type of like a sister wife situation, or you're linked to the seven sisters, linked to the Pleiadian, links, so the underworld. So someone's got nothing on you. And you could actually intimidate people, scare people. A lover, somebody who wants to apologize. But there's a snake in the grass that I think is karmic. But to me, I really think the snake in the grass is linked to some type of witchery. Yeah, sister-in-laws would be things like that too. Yeah. The sister act, I don't even know what that is. Is that like a biblical thing? The sister act? It's a movie, Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, biblical. But that's kind of funny, right? When she pretends. I think that's when she pretends she's the nun. That's old school. But there is something biblical. Like, I don't know, there could be something like that. But Christian Amity, Sons of Anarchy, Christian Anarchy. Is that a thing? It must be. Brotherhood, Sister Anarchy. What did I say? Sister Brotherhood? What did I say before Anarchy? I'm going to go Dark Anarchy. Term describe a state of social disorder. Yo. Talks about drama. Several poetic work, type of hunting knife, fictional, state of social. There's something here, biblical or political. I don't know, maybe somebody just thought they could overpower you. I mean, again, like, I don't know if this is, love you more, I'll be off shortly. I don't know if this is like again, control. Someone's, what? So what? Yeah. I'll make you one. Welcome. Anarchy. I don't know. I just feel like someone's messing with the wrong tribe. And I'm hearing millions. I usually say thousands, but millions of people are getting karma. It's hitting karma all weekend and for the next few weeks, I think, and how things go. But it's a giant release. Like, even bad karma can turn into good karma, guys. It just, but whatever that could be, if there's something that really needs to be hashed out, worked on, like you're connected to somebody, yada, yada, right? And it went sour. That can be worked on. But the other stuff, like somebody trying to curse you or take away from you or swap destinies, I'm hearing, or, I don't know anybody who would want to swap destinies with a light worker if you're a dark energy. You already had your chance. I think this is somebody who's convinced that they overpower the light, and that's bullshit, because what people don't understand is that the light are the ones that call in the dark, you fucking idiots. Okay? The dark work for the light. The light also works for the dark. So many fucking idiots out there. I'm telling you, here we go again with the fucking idiot shit. And I don't think that's in regards to this apologetic energy. I think that's a very that word I can't say, message to certain individuals. But again, there is millions. Karma is being dispersed and broken and taken apart, and ancestral karma. I mean, there's something huge happening, and people are just getting crowned. Maybe that's Soul of Crowns, Soul of Queen of Souls, which is apparently a new thing. My interpretation way. Somebody else wants to go and snag that, go ahead, but it won't count. So I don't know if people are trying to steal people's work here, but that's going to come right back at them as well. There's some millions very foolish. So be careful on the roads, that type of stuff too, trickery, anything, people hit you up, scams. But I do feel like you're going to have a really good weekend, and I think all this negative energy you're not even thinking about. I think this feels like you're just, again, like doing your thing, and if this energy comes along, you're going to figure that out. I mean, you're the Empress. You're either going to make it work, not make it work. You're going to change how you're seeing something after somebody maybe talks about something, but that also depends on the other individual and if they're going to start talking, because if they're not, it's not fucking relevant. So I think you have that under control if that's the case. I feel like a majority of you, and it could be beautiful energy, a majority of you, this is just talking about, good karma, dharma being taken from the people who have tried spells and voodoo and, things like that. I wouldn't even fuck with voodoo, even if I did it for the world. Like I know I'm good at spells and witchery, and I know for a fact, and they come to me so fucking easily. But I don't ever want to like spit a spell out unless I'm positive and where it's being directed. And I would only use my powers for Gaia and for humanity. And even then, being that powerful to prick a doll, people are going to try to attack me with repercussions, a whole different level of spirits and entities. It's just, even if I'm like fully protected, guys, that's like playing with fire, So, if you have a good intent, like sigil work, stuff like that, symbols, if there's good intention there, then you're good. Even with the spells, though, good intentions, I don't know. I think me just personally, like, if I was going to throw intention out there and work with magic and spells, it would be towards, again, humanity and Gaia, period. It's that simple. It wouldn't be like, oh, bring the right one in. And I mean, guys, we're here on our individual journeys. I think I actually sent myself like 5 things on Messenger. There was a few things I definitely wanted to share with you guys, and some of it was obvious, but it just felt like needed to be like rediscussed. This one's funny, and then the other ones are serious. Hold on.
Some interesting facts for you. Okay. So it takes 7 seconds for food to pass from the mouth to the stomach. Okay. A human hair can hold 3 kilograms. The length of a penis is 3 times longer than the thumb. The femur is hard as concrete. A woman's heart beats faster than a man's. Women blink 2 times as much as men. We use 300 muscles just to keep our balance when we stand. And a woman has listened to all of this while a man is still looking at his thumb. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting fact.
What's this one?
You know what makes me feel pain? When us small content creators put so...
I don't know what that's about. I liked this one.
It's an interesting...
Earth is not flat. It is not round. It is a living, conscious, multi-dimensional being existing in multiple dimensions simultaneously. You see, it's all happening right here, right now. Dimensions 1 through 15. So if your consciousness is stationed in dimensions 1 through 3, you're going to see Earth as a biosphere. If your consciousness is stationed in dimensions 4 through 6, you're going to see Earth as a carbon, crystalline, geometric being. Consciousness in 9 to 12, pure liquid light being, and perception creates reality. So most human beings think Earth is flat or round because literally they have not activated their multi-dimensional self or upper stranded DNA. And it all has to do with angular rotation of particle spin and particle pulsation rhythm. This is how we shift the dimensions and shift our consciousness to be able to see Mother Earth from a higher level of perspective. And so those people who see Earth as flat is simply a two-dimensional shadow of her light body. And the globe or the round Earth, all it is a projection of a limited frequency bandwidth. And the higher your frequency, the more you will see the true form of Mother Earth, a living Merkaba, a breathing, pulsing, living, sacred, geometric, morphogenetic hologram that reflects and mirrors your consciousness level. So, is the Earth flat or round? Neither. Earth is you. The more you awaken, the more her true shape will be revealed. A 12-planet star, a singing sphere, a living consciousness grid pulsing with the codes of creation. Earth is not a shape to be proven. It is a consciousness to be remembered. If this resonates, share this video, tag a friend, but more importantly, activate your upper stranded DNA, your higher self, because Mother Earth, she given birth, New Earth, and she is crying out for her true sons and daughters to activate and embody their avatar inner Christos 12th dimensional self. Please.
Want to know how Navy SEALs break bad habits in seconds?
Yes.
These pattern disruptors are so simple, and yet most people never try them. So let's talk about pattern interruption, the secret weapon to breaking any bad habit loop. When the urge hits, try these. Number 1, we have the cold shock. 30 seconds of cold water on your face will trigger your dive reflex and help instantly reset your brain. Number 2, we have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique, where you name 5 things you see, 4 you feel, 3 you hear, and your urges can't compete with that.
Wow.
The power move, drop and do 20 push-ups. It'll help redirect blood flow and help kill the urge.
Okay.
Now, science shows that these work because they interrupt your brain's automatic response system. And that is the overall principle here, is that when the urge comes, you can't just be dwelling on the urge. You need to redirect your attention into something else. Save this video for when the urges hit, and follow for more psychology hacks that actually work.
This is interesting.
The story of Adam and Eve was never about 2 humans in a garden. It was never about an apple, a talking snake, or disobedience. That's the fairy tale. Here's the truth. Adam and Eve were not human. They were consciousness split into masculine and feminine polarities of source, light beings, fully aware, no ego, no fear, no body. They existed in unity consciousness, pure oneness, no judgment, no shame, no illusion. But oneness has a limit. You can't evolve if everything is the same. You can't choose if there's nothing to choose between. So the soul said, let me experience contrast. Let me descend. Let me forget. Enter the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Not a literal tree, a symbol of duality activation. To eat the fruit was to say, I'm ready to experience all of it. Light, dark, pain, pleasure. Let me walk through the illusion so I can return with wisdom. The serpent, not the devil. It was Kundalini, DNA, the coded awakening buried deep inside you. Religion demonized the snake because it threatened control. Because once you activate that inner knowing, you don't need a gatekeeper between.
Like, I thought this was so interesting, and it gave me a different perspective, even though these are my thoughts, my beliefs. These are things that I truly, believe in or share the need to send to you. But if you really listen to this, I mean, it's like, and you're extremely spiritual, you know exactly. We already know how biblical shit took away what was taken. Is what? Okay, whatever.
You and God. So when Eve ate the fruit, she didn't doom the world. She awakened it. She saw herself. She became aware. Ego entered. Separation began. And the fall? It wasn't punishment. It was a dimensional descent. Spirit entered form. Consciousness became flesh. And earth became the classroom for remembering. That's why you forget when you're born. Because if you remembered everything, you wouldn't grow. You wouldn't search. You wouldn't transform. And that's the whole point. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to experience, to rise, to return. Not because you were broken, but because you were chosen. No more fairy tales, just the truth. And now you remember.
Nobody is ready for this one. This probably looks familiar. It probably looks like these somatic patterns that I talk about all the fucking. And all these things is a petri dish on top of a speaker and a light on top of it, making these cool mandala-like patterns. Now this man made one of them in a 3D design software and took cross sections of it and put different colors to those cross sections. So using a 3D cymatic pattern, this man was able to create a perfect image using sound and light. I want you to sit and really think about this, because this is the code to reality. This is the code to the matrix, or whatever you want to call it. This is how energy interacts with itself to create everything that you see. This is why cymatics and sound is so important. Vibration in general. It's all waves. And that's how we make sense of it. Nobody is ready for this one.
I don't know what this one is.
Everything they ever have told us is a lie. They tell us that our heart is a pump. Your heart is not a pump. Your heart is a valve. Your lungs is a pump that pumps the blood to the heart. Everything they tell us about everything is a lie. They tell you your hair is just hair. No, our hair is non-ether hair. It is actually an extension of your nervous system. It is used to scan the environment, and it brings all of these different melanin neurotransmitters back to your skin to tell you whether to actually engage in the environment or take fight or flight and run away. That's why you get gut feelings. That's why when you see paranormal activities, the hair on your skin stand up. So everything that they ever told us about ourselves is a lie. That dairy is good for the bones and calcium. Milk actually strips the bone of calcium. You know, they tell us don't look at the sun because it will make us go blind. Sun gazing actually stimulates your pineal gland and open up your third eye. They will never teach you nothing to set you free, because you being enslaved mentally is how they been. So they will never teach you anything to make you free, ever. So we have to take everything that they ever tell us as bullshit.
I sense no lies. So, and everything that you eat contributes to how you feel, how you act, and everything you do in your life.
Everything they ever have told us is a lie.
I don't know if there's any more.
Everybody, the moment you've been waiting for, I promise to give you the video for a very powerful, potent antibiotic, and I am going to deliver. I have been slammed with orders, so I want to also show you guys to make a very simple 3-ingredient, extremely powerful antibiotic, which is shelf stable for 6 years, and really cost effective, easy to make, no brainer. So it doesn't matter what size jar you have, you're going to fill it halfway with herbs. And we're going to use equal parts echinacea and equal parts honeysuckle buds. Now, echinacea has been used for centuries or since the beginning of time. Egyptians were buried with it in their coffins. It was considered like gold. It was so healing. It's a really great antibiotic, antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral, immune booster. So that's our first one here. And then honeysuckle buds. I came across some research, which I'm going to put in the comments what this does. Honeysuckle buds were studied, and in the case studies, you'll find that they kill off more strains by itself than any antibiotic, both in nature and in big pharma. Okay. Honeysuckle buds get mRNA resistant strains, bacterial infections, viral infections, you name it, head to toe. This will clear infections, toothache overnight, UTI overnight, usually 3 to 5 days for anything, severe infections really rapidly. Even if other antibiotics have failed, this will take care of it and do the job. It is equal parts echinacea and honeysuckle buds to fill half of whatever size jar you're using. And then you're going to fill to the top with 40 proof extraction liquid. Any extraction liquid, any alcohol 40 proof or higher. Now this is going to sit in a cool, dark cabinet for 6 to 8 weeks as the alcohol works through the herbs, extracting all the medicinal benefits. And when that happens, the alcohol content gets used up. So it's almost less than 0.001% per dose once it turns into medicine after 8 weeks in a cool, dark location. So you're going to fill that completely to the top. Make sure all your herbs are completely covered.
I definitely want to do this, and maybe I'll do a separate video and do it with you guys. So you have a step-by-step.
Put your lid on.
And an explanation.
And you're going to date it with the date you put the herbs and the alcohol together. And you're going to let that go for, give it a good shake. Let that go for 6 to 8 weeks in a cool, dark cabinet. Now, dosage is 1 to 2 milliliters 3 times daily until infection is clear for at least 3 to 5 days. Enjoy. Have a good day. This is a really good must-have. Just in case things happen, you will always have.
Oh, did I send myself that twice?
It is the only country in the world without mosquitoes or snakes, and yet it covers more than 133,000 square kilometers, a country where barely 390,000 inhabitants live, but where each corner gives you the impression of having left the planet Earth. Here you can admire the northern lights and live the experience of the midnight sun. It is the country of the incredible blue ice caves and the blue lagoon, classified among the 25
I was shocked when I found out where this was.
wonders of the world. This land is shaped by fire and ice, with more than 130 volcanoes and more than 10,000 waterfalls, each more spectacular than the previous one. At night, the sky lights up with a fascinating dawn that cuts the breath. During the day, you can explore former glaciers of several thousand years. Do you hear that? Nothing. Here, nature is queen and silence is sacred. Even the water you drink here is one of the purest in the world. Puts directly from natural sources filtered by volcanic rock, you are looking for a place where water is purer than the world. A place where nature has never been tamed, where the landscapes literally breathe your breath. So welcome to Iceland, the third happiest and one of the most egalitarian countries in the world. And believe me, this country does not need snakes to leave you speechless. It is the only country.
I wouldn't have thought. I mean, I've heard Iceland's beautiful. I've met a couple people that have gone, but I think a lot of people, when we look at Iceland, we don't connect beauty to it. I mean, I do. I think everything's beautiful, but most people would be like, "Oh, it's fucking cold there," blah 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 blah. But there's, look at it in the summer. Like I was blown away. Blown away. So here are your messages. If you would like to screenshot these, there might be a message for you guys. I think we're going to start using this as the screenshots for the videos. And all those years I've been saying to keep something, in writing, and it's been for a long time. I got notebooks and notebooks and notebooks filled, but it would have been really nice if I stayed with it the whole time, because heads up and just transits to transits, there'll always be different energy. But hold on, what am I looking for? So some similarities, but not really, because if you don't see something through or do it the way you want to do it or intend to do it, it's just Moses. Oh no, it's Sheldon. Okay. Come here. Heartfelt. What was I talking about? I was talking about Iceland. Oh yeah, beauty. I'm seeing it. Screenshotting that. Anybody? What was the last thing I just said? Oh yeah, writing down. If I had kept it written down, you know, all transits are going to be similar, but it won't be the same energy. Like that's why people like a timeless reading. That shit's there's timeless energy, guys, not timeless readings, and that's a whole nother conversation that I really just don't want to, you know, get into right now. It's a whole nother fucking topic, but timeless is definitely a thing, but not with readings. You know, like go back and watch a year ago. Do you feel like, I mean, you could be sitting there being like, wow, I accomplished nothing in 1 year if this is still a reading, or, you know, this will resonate 2 years from now. Like, who wants to hear shit like that? You can disagree with that when it comes to timeless readings. Who I work with, and I work with some pretty powerful Pleiadian fucking council, and they're not doing that shit with me. There's no reason for a timeless reading. Yeah, you can read it. It was 20 years ago, and you can say that it was meant for you. Yeah, but that would have to be like transforming a person into like somebody fucking else, guys. It wouldn't even make any sense. And I know to you, me and you, that's what I love about having you on this channel, Meg, because me and you love to debate, and we're debaters, and at the end of the day, was, you know, no judgment in the sense we let that shit go, right? But my spiritual team is not having it. And I think it's because in the modern day, how readers want to be like, oh, this will resonate, you know, maybe a year from now. Look, I predicted Corona, you know, that one. And I say that shit too, you know, like, so didn't I, bitch, 6 months before you. So a year and a half before you. There's nothing to gloat about. I'm just the messenger. Your readings may not be. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you agree with that, yeah. But not everybody else is either. So I just feel like it does more damage through my experience. And if you're on my channel, you've experienced a lot of the things that I've already experienced. And my personal experiences tell me it's bullshit. And it also makes you sad. It puts you in different energy. It could be dark energy, light energy. Some people will be like, oh, what's the lesson here? What am I not seeing? And it's like, none of that is even relevant because you didn't even need that fucking message. So just be careful what readers, guys. And I feel like people are stealing people's shit right now for some reason. That also came out. So I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. I had a blast with you yesterday. Have a great day. Great weekend. Bye, guys.